Welcome back into the program, guys. As promised, I have on the phone line this morning. I know it's Monday, but it's a good Monday. We've got Ruth Pointer. She is the author of Still So Excited, My Life, of course, as a Pointer sister. Good morning.
Good morning.
Where are you calling us from this morning?
Girl, I am sitting in my bed.
Well, that works for me. Very good. Well, let's start from the beginning, shall we? Let's just, the Pointer Sisters were a big deal, and tell us a little bit about that experience and all the relationships that you developed from being a Pointer sister.
Well, it was definitely a big deal back then. It was something that came as a complete surprise to me because I was not one of those people that kind of had honed and practiced and planned for this life. I got into it. I sort of fell into it by accident. My sisters were already on that road to what they wanted, to be famous or professional singers, Bonnie, June, and Anita. And I was filling in periodically for my sister June. And, I was trying to support two children and struggling, making minimum wage, salaries. And
absolutely,
as a single parent. And a couple of times I made a substantial amount of money just as in a recording studio. And I thought, wow, I could do this,
You bet.
So sisters asked me to just be a part of the group, and why would I say no?
Right. Well, all of that and all these experiences have led you to your book. I know that there were some hard times. It was not all easy.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it was something I fell into, so I was not really prepared for fame or money or responsibility, and all of it just came wham,
Right.
To support two children, having to leave them behind and go on the road, and trying to convince myself that this was okay. I left my children with my mother, with at that time my first companion's family, and I just wasn't ready. I was so young and naive,
right,
and just didn't know how to navigate through my life,
Do you think that's what led you and so many others into the drug culture? Tell us a little bit about, that was a big deal with cocaine and crack in the 70s and 80s, and especially in the music industry.
Big deal. I mean, we're talking about the early 70s and 80s when, even publications were saying drugs are not addictive, go
right,
for it. Have yourself a ball. And we did. Haight-Ashbury was running rampant, Fillmore West, Fillmore East, and, people were having love-ins and black lights and psychedelic this and psychedelic that. And it was just a big time of, I think, cultural youth revolution, women's lib, you could get an abortion, and it was just, everything was exploding to the point where I don't think a lot of us were really prepared for the complications that came along with all of that.
Right.
And,
right. Well, tell us a little bit about how you actually became sober, and you're celebrating your sobriety, but it actually came at a cost.
I got sober because I got sick, and I was stricken with viral meningitis. And doctors actually told me, your lifestyle is not conducive to your health, and you need to make some changes. No one said to me, this drug is going to beat up on your immune system, and you won't be able to fight off diseases that might come through your community.
Yeah, that's scary.
Because when I was doing coke, I didn't think about eating, let alone eating nutritionally to nourish and strengthen my body. I did it because I didn't want to eat, because I didn't want to get fat. And it would go days on end, not even thinking that it was really going to hurt my physical body. So I was in Atlantic City doing some performances at a casino there, and meningitis came through New Jersey at that time. I didn't know it was coming through New Jersey. No one made an announcement, and my immune system just caught it.
Wow, that is very scary.
I was weak. I didn't know, and it almost killed me. I thought, you know what, girl, you need to make some changes. And that was what turned me around, because I was my children's only parent, and I wanted to remain here a little while longer for them.
That's right, and that, you know what, you're to be commended for that, because a lot of people that go down that road have a very hard time getting back.
Oh yeah, and I had a couple of struggles where I wanted to get clean and went back into it because I started eating again. And I thought, oh, God, I got to find another way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried several times before it really took hold of me, and I made a solid commitment.
Well, very good. Well, I am so excited to have talked to you this morning. We are a classic hit station, so of course we play the Pointer Sisters, and we're excited about your new book. You can go out, guys, and get it where all books are sold. Still so excited. My life as a Pointer Sister. Ruth Pointer, thank you for being my guest this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.